Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Pirate Galaxy. In the last episode, it was pretty slow. We learned Lustra's map a little bit, and we also learned about some weird disappearing turrets. We didn't get to shoot too much, but that's going to change in this episode. First mission we're going to accept is Mining Defense. Now before I land, I almost forgot to mention the brand new AI that they gave us. It's a little more futuristic looking. The health bar is a little bit difficult to read if you're used to the old system, but other than that, not too much has changed. Everything should still be where you left it. Alright, protect the miners and their infrastructure. Alright, now before you get too far into this mission, I recommend that you explore the whole map, really. If you haven't done that already, it's a very good idea. This is a very maze-like planet. And there's a lot of, you can see the switchbacking trails here, and up here is really confusing because the mission area is right here, but you can't get to it from the LZ unless you go all the way around this fishhook down here. So I highly recommend you explore this planet to its full extent. It's not going to get any easier to find anything later on. So just do it now and get it out of the way. The other big change that I didn't mention in the intro that's going to be happening to the series as a whole, just this series, is that YouTube's new Content ID system that went live at the beginning of this year is very, very strict. I'd actually recorded episodes 17 and 18 with the background music as usual because I don't usually have anything to talk about while we're traveling to these locations that take a while to get to. And it's flagging the background music now. I tried to appeal it, but I looked up the companies and it's actually their job to take this music into their custody and make YouTube disputes over music. I don't know why split screen, or maybe this was way back when Gamigo had Pirate Galaxy, I don't know. I don't know why either company submitted their background music to this to these firms that are designed to basically keep people like me, people who play games on YouTube, for getting paid for it. And so yeah, the game is going to have to be muted from now on. I'm sorry, I realize these segments are going to get very boring. This is something that hopefully we're going to get resolved legally. This is becoming a very big issue. Digital rights is starting to come into an official legal focus. So hopefully we'll get this resolved in the next 5 to 10 years. But for now, I don't know if I'm going to be skipping ahead, or if I'm going to be fast forwarding, or if I'm just going to be telling you guys to go ahead and fast forward. So I don't know what's going to happen with the long boring sections while we're traveling to mission areas. Anyway, did a good job of filling that one at least. Once you get here, there are going to be 3 buildings that you have to protect. I recommend going with protecting only one. If you're doing this solo. It's much easier, and the whole thing becomes much less overwhelming if you only try to protect one as opposed to trying to protect all 3. That being said, if you do lose a building, the mantis that were attacking it will come after you. They won't go after another building, they will attack you, so be careful, and try to keep their numbers down as best you can. I actually did this mission last night with someone who was having a little bit of trouble with it. And this mission can be quite challenging in Top Blues. But I did go through the entire system in Top Blues, and I did verify that they could be done. I didn't say it would be easy, but they can be. Not to lose this building, actually. The other thing I noticed last night when I was doing this mission in a squad is that a lot of missions will drop more mantis. They'll drop like 3 mantis per person when you're in a squad. That's actually not how it works on this one. Each mantis kill counts for only 3% towards completion, but still only 3 mantis drop each wave. So it takes longer to do in a squad, but it's actually much easier in a squad, as you only have 2 people for 3 mantis, as opposed to 1 person for 3 mantis. But there are some missions that you really do have to be careful because they can range from doable with 2 people to impossible with 5, and actually starting to drop below the maximum E here. Alright, so again, completion is based on number of kills. You have to kill... Each mantis is worth 5% in a squad without a squad, and worth 3% in a squad of 2. I'm assuming it goes down as far as 2%. I'm not sure on that, though. Collect crystite here, and we'll head back to orbit. Alright, this next mission involves quite a bit of star travel, so as I have done in the past, I will be skipping all of that. I don't have my membership anymore, and I don't really have the funds to get membership for any length of time right now, so instead of hyper jumping there, I will simply be traveling there and cutting that part out. Next mission is Criminal Activity. I also gave it a little bit of thought. What I'm going to do with the travel segments is they're going to go away now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to land, and when you come out of the loading screen, I will be approaching the mission area. If there's anything I need to show you along the way, I will point it out in the video. You're not going to miss anything. I promise that I'm just cutting out the long, boring traveling parts. Alright, we need to fly down to the surface and go to the old miner's location. Alright, the miner's going to be in the little hidey hole you either found him in or escorted him to in the last episode. And you just fly up to him. Mission should update. Apparently he's had one of his generators stolen from him, so we are going to see where we're going. I don't think it tells you, but you want to go back to orbit here. And the thieves will be en route to the Antares Stargate. Our final destination will be Axiom in the Vega system. So when we come out of the loading screen, I will be there. Alright, we have arrived here on Axiom. If this is your first time back, feel free to shoot a couple things with your new Antares blaster. They will blow pretty much anything on this rock to bits, and it is very satisfying. Our targets, however, are the Bozo Brigade. They're the band of pirates that stole the old man's generator, so we've got to rough them up and see if they won't cough it up. Our primary target is the bozo boss. Here he has the green trails. Now, I believe the idea is that these guys actually shoot you. They don't seem to right now. The bozo boss will stun you and chase you, but he doesn't seem to be too interested in shooting, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I don't think that's intended. Once you get him down to half health, though, you get a choice. This is about the only moral choice you get in this game, so enjoy it. At half health, he begs you to stop shooting at him. And he coughs up the old man's generator, so that wasn't too difficult. However, the fate of the bozo brigades is yours to decide. So this is the closest they come in the entire game to giving you a moral choice. You can A, destroy the entire bozo brigade, or just the boss, or you can go back to orbit. Luckily, I'm feeling generous tonight, and I don't think the bozo brigade is worth the extra energy it would take. So we're just going to head straight back to Lustra and give the old man his generator back. I'm sure he'll be happy to see it. See you guys there. Alright, so we are right around the corner from the old man's house. We'll get to see just how excited he is. And, oh no. That's not good. Well, looks like the old man was killed by the mantis while we were gone. That was pretty freak timing. I'm going to collect whatever this is and take it back to orbit. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tried to keep things a little more interesting with the editing. Now that we don't have any background music to work with, I can't lean on that as much. To be honest, I probably should have been editing out the dead zones anyway. Anyway, don't forget to tune in next week. We will finally be researching these weird disappearing turrets and maybe even fighting one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share my videos with all of your friends. And I will see you guys next week.